Yeah, this is xeSeek versus the TheRedOrc in um, Group E, I believe. And I think xeSeek also streams his point of view, in case people are interested in seeing that. And yeah, top left we have our blue orc, xeSeek. He is typically going to be going Farseer Headhunters. I know that's everyone's favorite. And at the bottom right, we have our red undead, the red orc, which always feels awkward to say. So, yeah, and he's going a ghoul build. Not a fast DK, but a ghoul build. Which is quite an interesting choice against orc. I think it's more common to see either Altar Ziggurat and then Crypt, or Crypt Graveyard straight into Fiends. Or I guess, wait, right, I forgot Crypt Lord's a thing. This is actually really common with Crypt Lord, right? Yeah, so we'll probably see Crypt Lord here. Ghoul build expansion. Crypt Lord's a thing, by the way. Lol. Oh, it's actually Death Knight. Ghoul build Death Knight. Interesting choice. I feel like Headhunters can do really good against this, because you don't have to worry about Impale. So, I mean, I don't know, someone can tell me different if they think different, but generally I feel like build-wise this is advantageous to the orc side. Second burrow, Farseer coming out, Headhunters on the way soon. Barracks will finish up a bit before the War Mill though, so we will have to wait. Early Nerubian, and xeSeek probably noticed that, so unlikely to see some sort of Farseer harass.
Players' forces are under attack.
And the shop is late as well, so we will have to go back to the shop. And it doesn't look like he killed any critters either, so might not have skeletons for a while. xeSeek going to harass, it seems. Wolf scouting each side. Headhunters on the way. And likely a tech to follow after the next set of wood gets brought in. Okay, he picks up the rod. But now, what do we have? It is just going to be aggression, but with this early Nerubian, it should be deterred a bit. However, the undead really wants to creep, and there is room for him, for the orc to walk back and forth here. So it's going to be up to our undead player to try to get some surrounds. Otherwise, xeSeek's just going to continually kite. We should see a tech after 2 more wood. He kind of screwed up, realizes it now. We do see the tech now. And he's actually potentially going for some sort of split creep. It'd be cool if he actually split the skeletons over and then ran with the DK. Okay, he's just going to do it with the ghouls. It's pretty nice. Does need to be very careful though. These creeps can hit quite hard. Saves his 1 ghoul. And he should be able to clean this up for a level 2. So good pickup here from the undead. Next coil should be able to protect whatever ghoul xeSeek focuses. And yeah, level 2 unlocked. xeSeek did, however, in the meantime, solo split creep with his own wolves and headhunters. So both kind of doing a similar thing here. Graveyard on the way. Tech much farther along for our orc player. But our undead's in an okay spot still. And yeah, this is the awkward part where you're kind of just... You get distracted by this Farseer a lot, and it's hard to do anything against it. Might be able to snag this item though if you noticed it. Yeah, Seek doing some more split creeping, getting level 2. Manages to get the item this time as well. That's a big pickup. The Orc's already just as high level as the Undead. These ghouls, no match for this count of Headhunters. You need to be very careful as the Undead here of losing too much. Looks like he will get 1 Headhunter in return, but he lost 2 ghouls and he's going to lose these skeletons as well. And DK, he can get this Headhunter, but it will cost another coil. Manages to barely squeeze out. Okay, I mean, not the worst for the Undead. It was like 2 ghouls and 2 or 3 skeletons for 2 Headhunters. But it also cost 3 coils, which is a big investment of mana. Fiends on the way. Tier 2 done. Will he cancel a Fiend? And yeah, he canceled a Fiend. Probably looking to tech right away to get tier 3 unlocked. Not sure. Seek almost level 3 himself. TC just about completed. Tier 3 on the way. We see a lodge, likely to be shaman. And yeah, our Undead also tier 3 slaughterhouse put up. So it's going to be interesting to see how the tier 3 fight goes with Orb of Corruption against potentially Orb of Lightning. Tri-Hero versus Tri-Hero. Orc Tri-Hero definitely very scary, but if you can hit them soon enough before they have their levels, you can get a lot done. And Undead Tri-Hero, of course, always has a lot of nuke potential, at least with the DK Lich. We may see Dark Ranger or Pit Lord second, but could go for a Crypt Lord as well. Impale still pretty powerful, and will get a lot of value against Headhunters. Our Undead, is he looking to snipe burrows or is he trying to creep? Looks like he's trying to creep. This creep's a little difficult, but I guess with skeletons should be able to manage it. Ghoul getting a little bit low though. Does lose 1 ghoul. Not a huge loss, but generally we would prefer to not lose that ghoul. And yeah, just more fiends, more statues. Might need to be careful with these next rally points though. And Seek coming in with the wolves. Does have a speed scroll. Chain lightning coming out. Acolytes. They're a little far away from this Nerubian, and the tech is not done yet. We see a crit coming out. That Acolyte falls. And our Undead, he finds the Farseer, but with speed scroll probably fine. Yeah, 1 coil's not going to kill that. And the wolves munch on a ghoul as well. We see double Nerubian. Oof, that is costly. Okay, he cancels 1 of them. Definitely correct to cancel 1. Honestly, you almost want to cancel the other, not make the other as well. Yeah, Seek in the meantime, doing some split creeping with the TC. Almost has level 3. And the Undead kind of feeling cornered in his base already now. Lost a ghoul, lost an acolyte, had to produce a Nerubian, has to produce another acolyte. Ghoul lost to the creeps now too, because his army's a bit weak. It's looking rough for our Undead, TheRedOrc, aka Dark Destroy. But we'll see what he can do against Seek's army. Level 3 TC and Berserker form is online, and that is scary. That is very scary. Missed the potion though. Oh no. Maybe he didn't realize his inventory was full, and so he thought he picked it up. Not sure. Yeah, Seek doing some split harassing here. Actually tries to go for the golem. Might be able to get it too. I think Seek actually got that. I didn't actually see because I was a bit slow to select a hero. Maybe someone noticed on the overlay. Yeah, that was That hurts. And our Undead is in a rough spot. He does get the Dark Ranger now. Third hero on the way for the Orc side as well. And there is no reinforced defenses, so that is potential for our Undead. But it looks like he's trying to creepjack, and I'm not sure how well this creepjack will work. The golem isn't very finished though, so it could work quite well. xeSeek running around, picks off the sea turtle thingy. I don't remember what he's called. Also had used his illusions, so illusion's gone. Good for the Undead. He did manage to eventually get that heal potion on his Farseer. Will we see a Nova on this Shaman? We do not. And Destroyer morphed. Undead ready to try to do something here. Would like, does he have more? Kind of needs another statue. He only has one statue and one destroyer. And you really need multiple. You want to devour Hex, you want to devour Wolves. Yeah, this is scary for our Undead. He's running away. Stomp, speed scroll, catches up though. Hex coming out. Fiend about to fall, but the lightning shield ends. Lightning shield back online. Stomp gets the Fiend kill. TC dropping low, might pass the healing potion, but there's no space. And he drops it on the ground, and he woke up the golem. xeSeek, what are you doing? Okay, Undead trying to kite a bit, but yeah, his army is just way too weak. Headhunters just have way too much value. Heal potion on the ground. A lot of Bloodlust use though. Did drain the Shaman mana a little bit. Undead wanting to keep the pressure. These next statues will be crucial. We would also like to ideally add in A-Bomb with Disease Cloud at some point, but that's more of like a 60 food thing. Yeah, looks like xeSeek just going to grab the items. Gets the Cloak of Flames, drops a Circlet though, but actually picks off a Destroyer. Destroyer down during the TP, and that is a huge pickoff. If you can keep those Destroyer numbers low, these Shamans just get way too much value for the Orc side. 4-4-1 heroes for the Orc.
A player's forces are
3-2-1 for the Undead. Both still sitting at 50 food. I'm a little surprised we don't see like a tiny Great Hall play here from the Orc with his position in the match, but at the same time, getting his Shadow Hunter up to 3 will also be huge, and he should be able to do that with the Turtle Camp or maybe the Red Camp here. Undead also trying to get some creeping done, but he's kind of far away from all of his level ups. Level 4 DK is a little close, but also not as crucial as level 2 Nova or having access to Silence plus Black Arrow, which he does not have Silence yet, and you really want to get that for the TC in these later fights. Although Invuln will also get rid of that. Could have been a nice opportunity for our Orc player to pick up the Invis potion there, but his army is really strong, so we should be able to take this. And he's going straight in. Bloodlusted TC in the front. Stomp off. Nice Hex on the DK. There is no statue or no Destroyer to devour that Hex. And a quick pick off on the hero. And yeah, this Stomp hurts. You can die so fast to this Bloodlust, Berserker mode, Focus Fire.
A player's
Undead in a very rough spot now. And there's not really anywhere for him to creep anymore either. Orc's going to take the remaining camps. Going to reach level 3 on a Shadow Hunter. And yeah, Farseer TC getting a bit too strong here. Oh, whoops. I'm muting myself. I was trying to mute like a Discord, but I wasn't even on Discord. Anyways, Soul Glider, if you're here, I have not played Kubertai. I don't know exactly when he wanted to play, if he still wants to play. And then I don't know the situation on JTZ versus Sheer, if they've also already started their match workups. I would assume they've started their match. And then I'm not sure if there's other matches tonight, or it looked like there was a lot of matches Sunday. Yeah, these Orc heroes, very scary. 4-4-3, and we don't even have a level 3 Lich yet. Undead in a very awful spot. There's even some more camps at the bottom left that the Orc could take if he wants. We see a speed scroll coming in. This positioning, not the greatest from the Orc. The TC a bit out of position, does finally get in position now. Trying to get a stomp. Will we see a coil out to save this A-bomb? We do, but TC pops the invuln, going to get a second stomp here. Only actually managed to hit one fiend and the DK. But yeah, it's hard to find the opportunity to turn and attack as the Undead against this. And you really need to start getting like skeletons producing before you can really fight. But with how scary this Orc army is, Purge Orb coming out, getting both the statue and the destroyer purged. Oof, that hurts. TC, I believe a mana potion used, and now the Undead in a very awkward spot. Lich about to fall. Coil comes out just in time. DK does not have a TP though, and there is still one more stomp. And this will be a big stomp. All of the fiends hit. 2 fiends down, 3 fiends down, 4th fiend also down, and our Undead player calls the GG 1-0 for xeSeek. Soul Glider, were you planning to start your stream at all, or were you just letting me kind of take over for now? I haven't heard any more from Kubertai yet, if Kubertai wanted to play our match yet or not. And then you could definitely cast that one, because, you know, it'd be awkward to cast myself. I mean, I'd probably still stream it myself, but I could post off the viewers too. But yeah, at the bottom left, we have, I hate saying this, it's the Blue Undead, TheRedOrc, who plays Blue Undead and calls himself the Red Orc, dude. Come on, bro. You're tripping me out, man. Also known as Dark Destroy. And then at the top right, we have our pink orc. It is xeSeek. We are once again seeing the Farseer Headhunters and Dark Destroy going for the Ghoul build again. Will it be DK? It is DK again, so no Crypt Lord Expo. Not sure if he would ever try DK Expo, especially not against a Farseer. That seems extremely like a death sentence. So he'll probably just creep. Finds a critter. It's a bit out of the way, but maybe it's okay if he's looking to go here first. However, with xeSeek likely doing a Farseer harass, this camp's not very safe for the Undead, even with like double coil. So critter spawn, pretty bad having to travel this far over for it for the Undead. xeSeek will be there in time, assuming he runs over properly and doesn't get distracted by this Acolyte. Does one? Oh, might. Oh. He almost had a chance for the XP. Peon watching the top side. Oh, there is another critter here though. But yeah. Our blue Undead player not even wanting to travel over to the first critter he killed, and instead just going directly into creeping. Probably the right choice. We want to get this item before the orc arrives. Ghoul dropping low, should have a coil for it. And with the wolf ensnared, he actually decides to go for it. But this ghoul might die. Does he have another coil in time? He does. So a bit of extra XP for the undead. 20 for that wolf. But the other wolf will get away.
The player's forces are under attack.
This Nerubian, pretty good position. There is a small gap where the orc can pass through. But otherwise, it can get a lot of value in that position. Nice micro on that wolf. This wolf does not get surrounded though. Will get out as well, and the ghoul gets killed. XP was denied. And now Headhunter's coming in, but an ensnare coming out on the Headhunter. Trapper goes to sleep immediately after. There is a coil available and a Headhunter falls. That's a huge pickup for the undead. Any Headhunter you can get at the start is insanely powerful to take. Because keeping that Headhunter count low early makes the creeping much slower for the orc. As well as allows you to do more. And we have a level 2 DK off of that with the Headhunter kill plus the 1 wolf kill and then the full creep camp. Orc on the other hand, only 80 XP. Replenishment potion. I mean, I guess it can get some value here since he's taking some damage and used some mana. Generally, you prefer the other items, but not the worst. Yeah, skeletons getting picked off. This XP will help a lot for the orc. Should be getting close to level 2 now. Skeletons looking to do what damage they can, but I don't believe he will get this. Yeah, he would need a coil, but also like 3 hits. Our undead player just teching up again. Tech about the same time as last time, a bit slower than the orc. And our orc player just continuing to creep. We'll be looking forward to getting level 3 on that Farseer and level 2 wolves. And then he can either power creep the TC with the wolves or use the wolves to harass. And the undead will have a lot to deal with when that happens. You see quite a sizable army here with 6 ghouls, 2 skellies, looking to take the shop. And a second rod picked up. But xeSeek might have just been looking to place the sentry ward and ends up seeing our undead player here. He will pick off 1 ghoul with that chain lightning. Ogre Magi is still on the field. He only got the small ogre so far. Second chain lightning. That's actually a lot of mana for our orc player used. But if he gets this ghoul, probably worth. Ghoul manages to escape 4 HP. And now we're undead. Might be able to pick off this ogre. There's no chain lightning to take the ogre anymore. Yeah, xeSeek actually pulls away. So, very good for the undead, or, you know, not as good for the orc. I think the aggressive use of double chain was a bit much. And our undead player has reached level 3 and the orc is still 2.7. That's actually a great situation for our undead side. So a little misplay here from the orc, but now he's starting to get his TC leveled up. And will reach level 3 quite soon on his Farseer. He might have to go back for... Oh, he actually brought a Clarity. Just needs to pass it over. And yeah, with that Clarity, the Farseer should be able to harass with some level 2 wolves if he wants to. And we see a Pit Lord second. So a deviation here. Likely a Lich third or Nova plus Orb Carrier. But Pit Lord second can be very powerful if you can get Pit Lord to level 3 early and have level 2 Cleave plus Howl of Terror. Howl of Terror gets a lot of value, especially if there's no disenchant from walkers, which there is not. It's just Shaman Headhunter. Yeah, TC creeping quite easily with these wolves supporting. Farseer trying to do something here, but caught out right away and will immediately have to retreat. Shaman misrallied. Not a big deal though. And yeah, level 2 Pitlord already. Ankh of Reincarnation. That can, I mean, you typically don't want an Ankh, but that can definitely get some value. Your heroes are probably going to die against the Stomp and likely Shadowhunter 3rd Hex Focus. DK taking a bit of damage. But Pitlord getting quite a bit of XP, has a Claws as well. Will help a lot. Nice coil coming out. This wolf does not die. Resummon coming out. That's the last of the Orc's mana. Sentry Ward in the center. Wouldn't be surprised to see him place this Sentry Ward somewhere here as well. He does, in fact, place it like literally right where Arcane. Yeah, Adept out on the Necromancers. And it is kind of interesting to see Necromancers. Could be quite a good play though, especially with our Orc player going Shaman and no Walkers. And you really don't want to convert and have both. So these Necros could have a lot of value here. Plus Pitlord with Unholy Frenzy. The key thing is going to be dodging the Stomps. But this is already a level 3 TC. He's got double ring, so he's extremely tanky. He's got Robe of Magi for extra mana. A speed scroll in reserve. This TC is going to be a problem. So it will be up to how well our Undead can split against that. And yeah, he would really like to get one more kill somewhere. Not sure what... Maybe he scouted this? He's heading to the middle.
The player's forces are under attack.
He is actually tier 2, so no tier 3 tech at all. It's going to be some sort of all-in push with Necros. Oof. This could be pretty strong, but with a level 2 Pitlord instead of level 3, you really need to get that kill right away. Strength Tome coming out for the Pitlord. Should see some heal scrolls. Vamp Aura, pretty decent. And the Skeleton Army's coming in. We do have Purge Orb on the Shadowhunter, and our TC is almost level 4. Level 3 unlocked for the Pitlord. Double heal scroll on the DK. Would probably like to get one of those passed over. And he's brought everything but one ghoul. Scary army. Needs to watch out for these Necros though. Seek going right for them with the speed scroll, trying to get the stomp. Misses the Necros, hits the ghouls. And there's no corpses yet for the Necros to summon. Oof, maybe needed one wagon to bring some. Necro getting focused down, does fall. Level 4 TC unlocked. Undead army still decently powerful, and the Orc army on the other hand quite weak, especially with this Vampara Claw Unholy Frenzy Pitlord chasing him down. So he does keep pulling back. Stomp will... Oh, he actually doesn't go for the Stomp. But it could secure this Fiend kill if he wants. And in the base, we have a Demolisher coming out, getting mass repaired. We have some skeletons going to work, but this Necromancer is kind of out of mana. Huge Stomp coming out, hits just about everything. Pitlord starting to go to work on the back line though. That Unholy Frenzy really working out. But Heal Wave coming in. Can we get a nuke on the Shadowhunter though? Nuke on the Shadowhunter comes in. Shadowhunter going to fall. Headhunter's falling to the Pitlord. And the Orc army is getting decimated. The skeletons are rising. The TheRedOrc, aka Dark Destroy, aka our blue Undead player, putting in work this game. We got the good old Unholy Frenzy Pitlord plus Necro combo. A very good adaptation against a build that does not want to mix in walkers. He did eventually add a totem, but no walkers, no Tauren yet. And Pitlord going to town. He's done it! We got a 1-1. Let's go. That was a crazy game, dude. I was not expecting the tier 2 all-in necro push thing, but that worked really well. And we are back on Dark Destroy's host. He has a 30 ping advantage again. I believe it's 30 ping advantage followed by 90 ping advantage for Seek, and then 30 ping advantage again for Dark Destroy. To me, it seemed the most fair. They seem to agree with it, so they have gone with it. Sometimes going Asia East every game can be the best, but I think Seek is actually like somewhere close to like US South, US West, kind of in the middle there, Midwest, Mid-South, whatever. So ping to Asia East is a little more for him compared to someone like me who is US West. And we are likely to see, what do you know, the good old Farseer Headhunters once again. Unless it's a fast deck, but I assume this is going to be a War Mill. This a Scout, I guess. And this will be the Barracks somewhere. Yeah, Farseer Headhunters. Another Ghoul build for Dark Destroy with the Death Knight once again. Not sure if it's just his style, but he seemed to be doing decent with it. Getting that Headhunter pick off last game at the start was huge. And out leveling the Farseer to level 3 is crazy strong. Like, if you can ever out level a Farseer to 3, oof, you're feeling pretty good at that point. Our Undead player going for a similar build layout as well. He likes to have this one ziggurat closer to the front, upgrade it to a Nerubian so it can cover this area.
Under attack.
Can definitely be pretty powerful against harass. I believe there is once again a small gap where the Farseer can probably fit through, but it is pretty close this time, right here. So this might still hit it. And yeah, once again, it's going to be similar to last game. Farseer coming across for the harass. A little surprised he didn't split the... Oh wait, I guess he has a peon there. That makes sense. I was going to say, surprised he didn't split the wolf over, but with the peon there, I guess fairly confident that Undead didn't go for something like crabs or whatever. Yeah, once again, we have our Undead sitting with a decent chunk of XP from the first camp, and our Orc just trying to contain him. Let's see if any of these wolves can get picked off. That first set of wolves kind of wasted though. They had full health. Oh, TheRedOrc. Oh, he didn't go for the surround. He might, yeah, he's gonna take the double coil here. That will be huge. He will lose one acolyte in return though. Not microing this. Nerubian Tower is late. He's really wanting to make sure he gets the kill with his DK, and he does, which is level 2 DK. Coil should save this acolyte, and that should be the end of this wolf harass. Nice resummon from our Orc player. And 50 XP. Did he? I don't think he got 2 acolytes, did he? Or no. Maybe there was a scout acolyte that died. Maybe I missed that. He might have killed a scout acolyte for that 50 XP. Unless he got 2 skeletons somewhere. And Seek actually going for a little steal here on the shop. This army a bit small for the Orc, but seems to be also just enough. Likely we'll just leave the trapper. Okay, he will go for it. I guess he has 2 wolves here, so not bad. Yeah, Undead does come in and will be able to take the trapper. Deny coming out on the wolf. Farseer a little low. There is fountains and of course salves if he makes it back to his base. Our Undead player not sitting bad again. He's already 2.5. The Orc only level 2. Did get a nice sentry ward, or a decent sentry ward at least over here. Sees quite a bit of range. Maybe one of these skeletons could have been left. But honestly, not a huge deal. Like, Orc can heal for cheap from salves anyways. So if the Farseer is healing there, not a huge deal. I'm a little surprised by this, but I guess our Undead doesn't really have anywhere effective to creep. So yeah, just trying to chase down some Headhunters, scout the base out. Might see a lodge coming up, which could prompt the similar strategy. xeSeek actually managing to steal the crab now. That's a huge pickup. I think the Undead really would have liked to get that for heading towards his own level 3. But we see a coil on the Murloc and a last hit on the Wolf, I believe, which is huge. Fiend now online.
A player's forces
and
are
we
under
see
attack.
tier 3 this time, so no tier 2 Necro push. Might still see the Pit Lord though. Will be interesting to see what he does. But it might just be a Lich second. Troll regen. It is the Lodge once again. And some more wolves going the way of our Undead. He's getting close to 3 off of all of these. And the Orc still quite a ways from his own 3. And might not be able to really reach it easily without taking the TC's experience at this point. And we do see the Pit Lord.
Town is under siege.
Aw, this is really annoying. That is actually
Player's
potentially a
forces are under
cancel.
attack.
It's kind of, I think it should be fine, but it is close. And he will lose the wolf if he stays too long. Nice awareness by our Undead player to realize that he can protect this. Needs to be a little careful with his Acolyte. There is one more resummon now. He's at 75 mana. We'll likely
Player's
do it
forces are
soon.
under attack.
And just continuing to do chip damage. The value of this is actually quite huge for the Orc though, because the Undead really doesn't want to take his ghouls off wood at this moment. Claws for the Pit Lord, level 2 for the Pit Lord in a sec. And yeah, our Undead is about out of wood. He needs to start mining wood again. Does have Necros and Temple. This time with a tier 3 transition though. Acolyte. Coil coming in. Could have actually gone for the Farseer and forced a
Town is under
TP.
siege. A player's forces are under
Okay,
attack.
he does force a TP here anyways with the next coil. And the coil did hit before the TP went off. So a lot of healing needing to be done here. Clarity as well. Pretty good for our Undead player though. Pit Lord stealing some camps from the Orc side, which is huge. He got the shop, he got the crabs, he got the kobolds. And now he will likely take lab? Or does he go for the red? Yeah, it should be a lab. I'm unsure of where this Death Knight's going. Must have just misrallied it. Orc side,
A
going
player's
double
forces are under
totem.
attack.
Okay. So preparing for the Necros, I guess. But with some destroyers, if he can start to get some wood up, this is actually still okay for the Undead, I think. Like double totem, mass walker, Tauren is not that great against like Necro Destroyer. Because you can start getting cripple since he did go tier 3. You can have a couple chain morphs before the fight. Needs to be a little careful with this Necro. Switch the aggro! Switch the aggro! Oh my god. Okay. Manages to save it. That would have been bad. Pit Lord, reaching 3 already, has the Potion of Invuln. Very huge pickup. But leaving the Sacred Texts. Oh no. Plus 50 health. And our Orc side, he's only 2-2 against 3-3 Undead. Dark Destroy doing really good at getting levels this game. And the Orc falling a bit behind. Not sure if we'll actually see Tauren. Okay, we do see Tauren now. And it is going to be Master Walkers. I still think the Undead can do fine against this with plenty of Destroyers added in. But it will be up to him to scout and be able to afford everything. He has a lot of wood invested here, not much wood left. And the key for the Undead is to not attack too soon before you're actually ready. If you start losing these Necromancers before your army's built up, you'll probably just lose the game. Yeah, otherwise, Orc finally reaching 3-3. It's a huge camp here with the fountain, and he got the center items, Hood of Cunning, and Robe of Magi, I guess. You know, not ideal, but it is a lot of mana. That's a lot of stomps. You got plus 11 in. That is a very smart cow on the loose. Gotta watch out for that big boy. Ghouls need to be quite careful here. Stomp on the ghouls, and those might just die to berserker form. We do have one heal scroll. Should come out after this chain. Nice howl. And we see some skeletons starting to arise. There is quite a few disenchants, but there should be more skeletons available in a second. Pit Lord still has access to his invuln, so tanking with him is definitely huge. And we do have Cripple coming out. I think he has Master. I think it might have got disenchanted, I'm not sure. Headhunter getting forgotten here. Wolves also getting picked off. Undead will be able to clean that up. Uses a coil. I think I would actually like to see a third hero still at some point. Likely a Lich with Nova.
A player's forces are under attack.
Technically, Dark Ranger with Silence can get quite a bit of value. Like eliminating the TC spell usage with Silence can be good. Especially if it forces out more disenchants, because if he's using disenchants on his own TC rather than like skeletons, you can get more skeletons, right? But Lich probably still better. Nova, of course, insane. If you can manage to get Lich level 2 and Frost Nova, that can also be insane.
A player's forces are under attack.
Awkward food count though for our Undead. He is sitting at 51 out of 60. Not building another Ziggurat, not really set up to call destroyers, and you would really like a couple destroyers here. These Taurens plus the Stomp going to do work, but the Orc heroes are still low. He hasn't managed to salve them up properly. Undead getting some pickoffs, might be able to coil down this Walker if he sees it. Okay, he just goes back for the creep. Needs to be careful with this Pit Lord though. Sentry Ward planted. Looking to cancel some salves. Very nice cancel on the TC there. Would like to hit the Farseer as well. There is clarity going on it. Walker also getting healed up. Ghouls, gotta be careful with those. You really want your Pit Lord to tank these instead. Ghouls will die fast. But they do serve a purpose. We do have corpses arising from them. And the Necromancer is quickly summoning skeletons. We see some nice cripple usage here. Pit Lord starting to drop low, but there is invuln. Can he get it off in time? Does get it off in time. Pit Lord's reached the back line. DK still has his own invuln and some coils, but the Stomp comes out. Chain comes out. Invuln just in time. Should see a coil on the Pit Lord and a TP here from our Undead likely. Orc army is weak though. Pit Lord still doing work. Tauren about to fall. Needs to focus them. They're really weak. Pit Lord's cleaning house, dude. but he needs to be careful. Pretty soon, the focus is going to be on him. Can the DK come in with a coil? He does get one more coil. Can he escape? There is a chain lightning available. There is a stomp available, but there is also one coil available. Pit Lord getting focused, but coil comes out. Might be forced into a TP here. Should see a TP now, I think. He really wants to stay around. Gonna get a coil and TP, but the wolf. Oh no. Oh no. This is so tense, dude. Pit Lord going to work, but another stomp. There's so much mana on this TC. Pit Lord falls. 4.7 Pit Lord, and Orc has reached 5-5. The Orc did lose quite a lot there, and there is one more coil. He lives with 11 health. The coil hits, but there should be another coil. Is there a chain? Coil comes out. Oh my! He snipes the Farseer. We got a 4.9 DK now. What is this game, dude? What was that? Very good control from our Undead player, honestly, to keep his Death Knight had like 250 mana, but only 100 or less health, and he stuck in the fight for another like 2 minutes with 100 health DK. So very good control by our Undead player to keep him alive. From the Orc side as well, getting the use of his shop. I'm unsure why there's 2 shops. Maybe maybe he forgot he had one or thought he was going to lose one. I'm pretty sure that was a miss. Was not intended. And he's going for the tiny Great Hall. Yeah, for our Undead, I do still think these Necros can be good. And now he's going to bring in some corpses, so that will get a lot of value. You also don't have to worry too much about Master Walkers if you have Necros using the corpses up.
Player's forces are under attack.
And our Undead might be on his timing in a second. These wolves are incredibly annoying though. You almost need a shade just to deal with these. This wagon, oof. Yeah, you'd really like to see potentially a shade, but also some destroyers morphed here. And that hurts, having to cripple a wolf. But we see a coil coming out. We do not. Wagon is saved, but had to be double repaired, which is a lot of lost gold. Undead nearing level 5 though. Level 5 Undead heroes will be huge. We got a Zeppelin. Big Zeppelin plays, boys. There's only 2 Tauren in there, but there is wolves as well, and he will be able to drop right on the acolytes. Stomp plus chain will quickly wipe this, and our Undead is going to have to make some sort of play. He might have actually got webbed earlier, I'm not sure. Yeah, our Undead is here. Gets the slow on the Zeppelin, but not close enough. No web, it seems. Oh, and we got a Garg. But yeah, I think this is just kind of a distraction. If our Orc's not too careful though, he might lose it to the Garg. But it seems like he's aware that the fountain is still here. So he's going to back off, likely try to pick up that while the Undead's camping. Actually unloads at the lab. Was he trying to get sappers instead? Oof. Uh-oh. Dark Destroy, you need to watch your wagons. You got a Zeppelin drop coming on. Nice skeleton usage here. Will deter the harass. I think for our Orc... Oh, our Orc doesn't actually have a TP. Oh my god. If he got stuck here with the Zeppelin without a TP, oh my god, he could have got owned. If there was like a web or something, that would have been game over. Would really like to get one of these wolves. Oh, he's actually 1 XP off still. Level 5 DK, that's huge.
town is under siege.
Those big coils on the Pit Lord will help out a lot. And we see our push coming. Walkers have about 2 disenchants each. I believe it's 150 mana. So we're looking at like 8 disenchants, which can definitely take out a lot of these. But it is a lot of skeletons to get. TC will get close to 6 as well off of all this XP soon. See some disenchants, maybe some Spirit Link coming in. Pit Lord doing a good job tanking though, but TC reaches the backline with his stomp. However, not much focus on these Necros. And if the Pit Lord can keep tanking, this can work really good for our Undead. Does need to continue getting more corpses though. Necromancers really need their next set. We do have a cripple on the TC and he's moving quite slow. Coil coming out to save the Pit Lord. Fiends dropping low though, but maybe getting more corpses off them is also good. DK does have an invuln, but needs to be careful. Stomp might come out. Invuln does get popped. Very nice usage. And now the Pit Lord about to reach level 5. DK needs to get out. Invuln's going to run out. Might see a mana potion from the Orc to try to snipe this DK. And this is a messy fight. What is going on here, dude? I think the Orc's doing it though. The Undead does not have a backup plan. There is no expansion. And this is a level 6 TC. Pit Lord doing a lot of work. But ethereal form locking him in actually. And the TC, you can't break out against the TC because he'll just tank it and then revive. DK getting hit by the Farseer in the back. Pit Lord getting caught out. Still good control from our Undead here, but his army got decimated and there's nothing to clean this up. I think a couple destroyers would have gone a long way for our Undead player. Being able to... Cripple coming out to save the UDK, but the wolves might chase him down. Oh, he's going for the kill! He got the kill!
Players' forces are under attack.
DK still weak, get some healing done though. Statue coming out, Necro falling. Could a level 6 Pit Lord save the day? What is this game, dude? This game's crazy. And we have an expansion. However, it is extremely difficult to ever get an expansion once the Orc has level 5 Farseer. But this is the last set of wolves for a while because the Farseer died. So our Undead might be able to actually get this up. This is going to be really good timing for him. His main has run out though, so no food count here. And the Taurens probably going to be difficult to deal with. Duration running out on those wolves. Farseer looking to be Tavern rebot. Huge food deficit. Orc will likely hit after this as well. And our Undead not able to heal up his DK in time. This is going to be quite awkward. Still has a Garg here. Maybe should have even considered unsummoning one Ziggurat so we could produce an extra unit or two. But yeah, this Orc army, oof, it's going to have to come down to the Pit Lord, but I don't think he can get kills fast enough. He needs to get some quick kills, followed by level 6, but it's hard to get quick kills against Tauren. DK getting stomped and focused, surrounded. DK caught out. Necro moves out of the way though. DK's out. But yeah, the Pit Lord. Oof. With walkers being able to go into ethereal form, there's just nothing to kill here for the Undead player. Pow coming out though. Can actually disenchant that, I believe, so could see our Orc trying to do that. He is not so far though. So getting some value out of here. And the Pit Lord, I mean, he's putting in work, but we're out of coils and the Pit Lord has no mana. Wait, Cleave hits ethereal form? I totally did not know that. Oh. Wow. What was that game, dude? That was a crazy game.